Hey there, my name is Carrie Watson. I'm a specialty independent retail coach. In the last 12 months, my retailers have posted an average of 6% gross margin improvement over the last 12 months. Today, I want to cover seasonal transition. What is it, and how do you navigate this tricky situation successfully and come out ahead on the other side? Seasonal transition is when we're putting a punctuation mark at the end of the old season. Hopefully it's an exclamation point and it's not a question mark, but we're putting an end to an old season and we're starting fresh with a new season with new, fresh, interesting merchandise that's seasonally appropriate. Now, the balance between the two is really where it gets tricky, because we've got the leftovers of the old and we've got new exciting things coming in and money that we have to invest in acquiring all of these new goods. So here are a list of 5 things that you have to do in order to navigate this tricky situation. So number 1, you've got to evaluate your existing merchandise and think about it in a way, is this merchandise gonna sell in the next 30, 60, or 90 days? Like, really, is it going to be seasonally appropriate? And is it going to sell for the current price that it's marked at or how it's currently merchandised? If the answer is no, you need to seriously take action to make sure that that old existing merchandise is leaving your door in the next 30, 60, 90 days. And hold yourself accountable, because we can't have leftover cash tied up in that inventory that's not producing any sales. Right? So that's number 1, evaluate your existing merchandise. Number 2, as you trickle in new merchandise, make sure to highlight what's new and fresh. I know that every time I go to a shop or I get an email that's talking about clearance, almost always they're talking about what's new and fresh too. And I open up or I go and investigate both departments of that store, because I'm looking forward to the new season, what's cutting edge, what's new and different. And so just as much as I'm interested in what's on discount, I'm also interested in what's new and fresh and where the season is going. So that's number 2, highlight what's new and fresh. Number 3 is, it should go without saying, but clean. Clean up, whether it's clean up your data, clean up your staff, clean up the merchandise, but really what I mean is really take this time to clean the store. As you're re-merchandising, as you're moving product to a sales section, or as you're moving product around in your back stock, take this time, and maybe it's a new year, be re-energized, but what new and different merchandise means, and culling down the old items. So take this, Windex in hand, Mr. Clean spongy thing in the other, and make sure that your shop feels fresh, so that you can impress your customers when they walk in the door. So number 4 is sales and receiving. With all of this fresh new merchandise in the shop, we've got to make sure that we're on plan to do what we're supposed to do. So let's hit our receiving targets. Are they timely? Do they do they reflect when our sales are going to happen? Will we be able to pay our invoices on time from the merchandise that's already existing? So if you're hitting your receiving goals, you're trickling in merchandise at the right rate. And if you're hitting your sales goals, then you are not only making, hopefully, your margin, but you're cruising through some of that old and less exciting inventory. Make sure that you check out some of my other videos, because this is a great time to also get in the habit of maintaining and really investigating and understanding what your KPIs are, or your key performance indicators. And these are metrics, business metrics that are measurable inside of our business, and that they can tell us a lot about how healthy our business is. Some of those metrics, just kind of some food for thought, are how much you've got in average inventory and how much you're sustaining, how much cash you're sustaining in your business to make those sales happen. Your turn, sales, of course, is an easy KPI, but then also getting deeper, how hard are you working to make your profit dollars? What's your initial markup? What's your gross margin or your maintained markup? All of these things combined tell us a holistic picture of how your store is performing and how healthy is it and how sustainable your business really is. So that's number 4. Number 5, most importantly, just believe in yourself. I like to be of the trail of thought of I'm not really being effective if I'm not a little bit scared of what I'm about to do, right? Because that means that I'm pushing the envelope. I'm really looking forward to how I can be innovative in the marketplace. But more importantly, believe in yourself and don't be scared to take action. Don't be scared to take action on things that you've investigated, that you're educated about. It's a calculated risk, right? But don't fly blind and do whatever you feel like doing that day on a whim. Most importantly, believe in yourself that you can make this seasonal transition. You can do it gracefully as long as you put all of these little pieces together. I think you'll find the seasonal transition a little bit easier than what you anticipated. So as Benjamin Franklin once said, you may delay, but time will not. So take action today to make these improvements in your store. And if you need any help, give me a comment or a shout out at any time.